How do I look? Yeah.
Fit for radio, John.
A face made for radio. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Pop music. Pop music.
Another episode.
Here we are.
Are you ready?
I was born ready.
I think I'm under-caffeinated, but we'll get through it. Sam?
Greetings. Yes, I'm fine. I'm good. Okay. Do I introduce myself?
Yeah, please. Well, you can go first today.
Well, thank you. Sam Rajovsky here at What's Right Sam on all the platforms. I haven't had Crudo in a while, so I'm less a Crudo king, more of a princeling. Crudo princeling.
Okay,
so
I'm taking pictures right now of
John's enamored by technology right now,
since
Sam's not in the same building.
I can't take my eyes off me. Okay.
Yes.
Yes, this is John Curtas, the infuriating, imperious, irascible, indefatigable micro-influencer at your service.
Where can the people find you?
At John Curtas on Instagram and at Eating Las Vegas on X.
Yeah, and I'm Ash Watkins, a food critic in her own mind, I guess. And together we are Eat, Talk, Repeat. If you're new here, welcome. If you're regulars, we apologize, I guess.
You have our sympathies.
Yes. Our viewer count's going up on YouTube, guys.
Yeah, are we out of double figures yet?
No, not yet. I'm not ready for that kind of fame, so.
I don't know. I don't understand the whole YouTube thing. I mean, I realize that you have to do that if you have a pod these days, but
look at you calling it a pod.
Yeah, I'm a cool guy. Yeah.
It could be a cast, it's a pod, or
whatever. It's just
a
three people yakking about Las Vegas food and restaurants. And we're going to cover some old ground, recover some. I'm going to talk a little bit about Italy again today. I really didn't talk about it too much last time, so I have to give the things are better in Italy speech at some point. Okay.
All right, fair. Have you been anywhere interesting beyond Robuchon since you've been back?
No.
I
have cooked at home for like 6 straight days.
Look at you.
Who are you?
He's probably cooking pasta too.
Yeah, exactly. No. Yes,
Chef
I did.
Boyardee.
Look at you.
Yes, I did. I did pasta with clams for the food gal the other day. Little
can't get enough
spaghetti con vongole. And it was good.
Do you talk like that the whole time?
Yeah, I talk like this.
John, you should invite us next time you're cooking, then we could give a review.
Yeah, no.
On the next.
Oh.
I only cook for people who are very hungry and uncritical, like my spouse.
Or drunk. I mean, I'll come.
Yeah.
So then I will be hungry and uncritical.
Just happy to be fed. Yeah. No, I got skills. I'm not going to get into it, but I got kitchen skills with a Z. I do.
Got chops. Okay.
Oh yeah. I can throw things together. I'm a master at looking in a larder, a refrigerator, canned goods, and saying, I can make something out of that. You know what I mean? Give me a starch like rice or pasta.
Yeah.
Some kind of protein, some kind of veggies, a few condiments, and I can make it taste like something.
I use ChatGPT for that now.
Yeah.
My dad does this. You can, if you take what you have in your fridge and random stuff, you throw it in ChatGPT and it says, give me a recipe, and it'll give you a great recipe.
It's awesome. It's my new favorite thing to do. So it keeps me from doing a girl dinner where you just eat like individual ingredients, apparently. Just have like some cheese, some pickles, and whatever.
Well, you've always been single. I remember several times in my life being single where my idea of dinner was standing in an open refrigerator and just picking things out of the door and eating them without even taking them over to the counter. Yeah,
I at least go to the counter. Okay, so you've been nowhere. I've been a few places. I've gone to the Pepper Club. It's quickly becoming my favorite local spot right now. Went to Casa de Raku.
I can't wait to hear about that.
Bar Boheme.
And
then Mother Wolf recently.
No kidding.
I know.
Evan Funky. I watched the Evan Funky episode on Chef's Table.
Oh.
And it was as annoying and infuriating and boring as all the Chef's Table episodes.
Seen it.
Oh, they're
not all of them are more
they're all.
stop.
It's such a it's just such a bunch. It's such a bunch of ass kissing food porn, and they go on for like an hour, and they basically take a 15 or 20 minute segment and have these loving things of here's the parsley being thrown onto the dish, and I mean, you can just see the people basically. Just doing this, thinking this is so sexy, and it's just a way to elongate the episode. And I lose. I've tried to like Chef's Table over the years, and I just get annoyed in the first.
I
10
love
minutes.
Chef's Table.
Of course you do.
Because I'm a millennial.
Yeah.
But my favorite thing is on Instagram, some guy turns like cooking a hot dog into a Chef's Table episode where it's like it's photographed and videoed at that angle with the music, and it's very dramatic. So I love
he's
it.
laying the mustard.
I just
on
also
the
like
thing.
the stories behind some of these chefs,
Oh,
which
their stories all the same. I was a terrible
What?
student. They all have
So
the
what?
same. They have the same story.
No, they don't.
Here's it. I have a.
They weren't all on drugs.
Here's the story. I was a terrible student. I've got
Yep.
the attention span of a housefly. I flunked out of school. I couldn't find myself. I got work in a kitchen, and somehow I got a mentor, and now I've leapfrogged my way up.
That's not every story.
It's the same story everywhere.
it's not.
No.
It's not.
No.
It's not.
The story in Ratatouille is different.
Okay.
Remy did it totally differently.
And Remy did not have a drug problem, okay? But every one of them
He might
had a
have.
drug or alcohol problem.
He was like, "Give me the cheese." Okay, we've gone off the rails. Sam, have you been anywhere in Las Vegas of note?
I've been to Bar Boheme, but I tore through another part of the menu, so I've tried some new things.
Okay,
And
cool.
it's
Has anyone had the burger there yet?
Yeah.
Oh yes,
It's
oh
good.
yes,
Good?
Oh, it's good.
It's like the one thing on the menu I have not had. So, there's more than that. But I've been there 3 times, but there's only a few things I haven't had. But the burger looks great, but I haven't had it. So.
Yeah, and Chef Tree said he modified, like when he was making it, he was trying to mimic or, he was using inspiration from bavettes.
That's a good inspiration. Yeah.
But I don't think it really is bavettes like. It might be like iteration 1 of bavettes. Sam?
It's
Not
it's
bavettes.
good. It's fine. It's not bavettes. And yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I mean,
We'll
it's
save-
good. It's a good burger. It's a good
It's a
burger.
burger. It's a great burger. Let's see what else. I have a quick question,
Yeah.
John.
What?
You always shit on Mother's Day. Always.
Oh, God, yes. Yes, I don't even want to talk about it anymore. I used to.
John hates mothers.
Yes, of course.
That's the headline for the episode.
Here's all you mothers out there, okay?
F off.
No, Mother's Day is just the worst day of the year.
No, I
to
know.
get.
It's like Valentine's Day, which is worse.
Well, actually, Valentine's Day, the restaurants make more money on Mother's Day because they have larger groups. Valentine's
Yeah.
Day is all 2 tops usually, so
Yeah.
that's a waiter's nightmare. But I would say to be a person in a restaurant, it's worse on Mother's Day because you're flooded. A restaurant that does X covers usually double it.
Yeah.
They have these special dumbed down menus. They've got people on all levels. You have mom, grandma, little babies who generally don't go to restaurants but once or twice a year in the place.
Okay.
It's a nightmare. Mother's Day is just a nightmare. I mean, who said, somebody wrote on, who was it on social media, wrote a great little post about, do your mom a favor. Oh, my cousin Elias.
yeah,
My
Elias.
cousin Elias. Do your mom a favor. Take her out the week before, the day after. Cook her a meal.
Yeah.
Screw Mother's Day. It's a ginned up holiday. It means nothing, okay? It means absolutely nothing. You love your mom. Your mom knows you love her. She doesn't need a goddamn day for you to be reminded
Yeah,
that
this
you love her.
is the time of year that John turns into a Jehovah's Witness.
Anti-mom. Anti-mom.
Anti-mom. Sorry, Mom, up there. Yeah.
Okay. So you're
Well, you brought it up.
Well, you know what? It's John's 2 worst nightmares: big groups and brunch.
I know. I was gonna say. I was gonna say. Why do moms get brunch?
Yeah.
Why do they get like saddled with Mother's Day brunch?
Right. Cheap
When you put them-
Prosecco,
Why not dinner?
Yeah, because everybody just wants to get it over
We got to
with.
tuck them
Yeah.
in. We got to
Yeah,
tuck
yeah.
them
Is
in.
it because it's Sunday though? I thought maybe it's a Sunday thing.
It's a school night.
Yes.
Oh, it is a school night this year, isn't it? Yeah.
It's
Screw Mother's
always
Day.
Sunday, John.
Yeah,
It's
all-
always.
Is it? See, there you go. That shows you how much I pay attention to frickin' Mother's Day.
Okay, so you're anti-mothers,
Oh, yeah.
anti-brunch, anti-large groups.
Look, but I love my own mother very much.
I get
okay?
it.
And you know
So-
what I never did?
Took her out to-
and she was 97 when she died. She never got taken out on Mother's Day ever. Not in my entire life.
Oh
So-
my gosh. Okay, so cook for her is a recommendation.
Cook for her. Take her out the day before, the 2 days after.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, take her to a real meal.
And
you
not
know?
brunch.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, exactly. And not,
Forget your mom.
Just forget her altogether. Don't even send her a text.
do you really think it means that much to moms to be taken out on Mother's Day? I mean, the
Yes.
Yeah.
old really
Because their friends are all getting taken out on Mother's Day.
It's it's keeping up with the mothers.
all those. Okay, well, all right. So why did you get me upset in the first 10 minutes of
It's
the
so
of the?
fun. It's so fun. It's what,
It's
the
what she
listeners
does,
love.
John. Trust me.
I know. Okay.
It is. I know. I'm sorry. It's what I do. Okay, let's see. What should we do?
Well,
Food news. We've got some food news.
yeah, we need to talk about the food.
Okay.
news,
It's a little somber. It's a little sad.
Yeah, we need to digest this a little bit. Yeah, this week, Tuesday, Monday, Tuesday, 2 restaurants in a row in the Evan Glusman constellation of restaurants, Bramàre and the Table 34 closed. Bramàre was a recent addition, less than 2 years old.
Yeah.
Table 34 has been there forever, and a real stalwart place there on the edge of Henderson near the airport. And they had done an upgrade on it a couple of years ago, and it was much better than ever. Constantine Alexander was running the place, and it was part of the Glusman empire, and he now
So
has
why would it be having problems right now, John?
this I don't know. I don't know what the finances was behind it. I know that the owner of the restaurant, the guy with the most skin in the game, is now facing felony charges for fraud, for over $1 million in fraud, and threatening Piero's restaurant. And it's very, very sad. And the people I feel sorry for, of course, are the employees who, who woke up Monday morning thinking they had a job.
Yeah.
And there has to be many dozens of them then, and found out in the next 48 hours that they were out of work.
Yeah.
And that's a real blow. I will say, I'm go ahead.
I was going to say, so we've kind of jumped around. I want to clarify what actually, for anyone who hasn't followed the headlines.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay,
Sorry.
so Evan Glusman is the son of
Freddie Glusman.
Freddie Glusman. Freddie Glusman, owner of Piero's.
Forever. Since the early 1980s. Yeah.
So Evan is somewhat restaurateur pedigree of some sort.
Exactly.
He creates Batch Hospitality,
Right.
and Batch Hospitality takes over Table 34
And
opens
starts
Bramàre.
Bramàre. Thank
Okay.
you. Thank
Yep.
you for the context.
Yes. And then recently, the news all broke that Evan was behind bars for threatening to go into Piero's and shoot
With a gun.
And shoot, I think, his parents. Or
Well, it's his father who's
and
remarried.
Yes.
And his stepmom, who's
Yes.
quite a bit younger than
Yes.
Freddie Glusman.
Right. So father.
And
that's what got him behind bars.
that's what,
And
and apparently there's a $1.5 million loan, which he's being accused of defrauding the person who made the loan. I'm not sure who the loan
Yeah,
was
that's-
made by.
These are all allegations.
All allegations.
Yes.
None of this is proven. It's all just very fresh. So I don't know.
Yeah, I don't even think he's been charged with the loan issue.
Yeah, I think it's the gun thing and the
Yes.
threatening thing that got the
And
headlines.
they're investigating
the fraud thing.
potential fraud
Right.
on the loan. So this kind of was the first domino with the arrest, and then suddenly all of this is coming out, and then
Yeah, and we don't know. We haven't connected any dots, and I don't
Yeah.
think anybody has, as to why his legal problems involving what is basically a family feud involving money in restaurants, exploded into I've got to close down my 2
Right.
restaurants that I own separately. I don't have any
Yeah.
idea why that had to happen or why both of them had to close. I mean, Table 34 has been there a long time, and it was going great guns. Bramàre may have been still getting its sea legs.
it's also interesting that they didn't try and do a sale of these restaurants or something.
They just closed it, yeah.
Yeah, because Table 34, I think, could have easily, someone would have scooped it up and been like, yeah, I'll take it.
They should have taken out a loan.
for $1.5 million
on a
and
restaurant
bought it,
that no one knows is being taken out.
Well, let me now break in with a little, not a scoop. I'm not going to say this is any kind of scoop, but I've been on the phones and gotten some confidential information over the last couple of days about what's going on, and I will talk about what's going on in terms of an allegory, so to speak, because I've been a lawyer for 45 years, 35 of them as a business lawyer.
Okay.
And I've always tell people who want to go about if you go into business with your family, I have several pieces of advice. Number one is don't do it. and I forgot what the other two were. Okay, family businesses are just fraught with melodrama, egos, emotions, distrust, traumas. We're ginned up forever. I mean, Greeks. I don't know how Italians are and how Jews are and Chinese people are, but Greeks can't help themselves. Okay, they are born.
We're done. We're canceled.
Now, let me tell you, the minute your dad's sperm winds its way up the uterine canal, the urethra canal.
What are we doing right now,
Yeah,
John?
listen to me. To impregnate your mother as a Greek, you are DNA coded to go into family business with everybody. Everybody,
Got it.
Okay?
Is this a food show?
Yeah. Now listen to me. And I have seen, and Greeks can't help themselves. And every Greek family I know has tried to that's gone into a restaurant business. It's been one trauma after the next.
Okay.
And I am sure that other ethnic carve one out. Chinese, Jewish, whatever. It's the same thing. It's the same family drama. You should never do it.
Okay, I agree.
And I'm using this as an example by way of telling you that what's going on with Evan Glusman is a family feud.
Yeah, I've heard that too.
Multiplied by 100 here. Okay?
I've heard this is an onion of a story with
Right.
a lot of layers, and that we're only getting the exterior ones that are very public facing.
And I have heard that the reason he has been charged and everything goes back to families disputes that run deep.
Yeah.
Okay, it's not as if the bank called up and said you've defrauded me out of this loan or blah blah blah. The reason, and it's a family thing, and him threatening to shoot up the restaurant definitely has very very. There's a lot of traumatic and very ill will going on between people in that family.
Again, allegedly, yeah.
Allegedly, yeah. So
Yes.
anyway, so that's my point. You want to go into business with your family, folks? Number one, don't. Okay, because it always ends up the same way. Not necessarily with felony charges, but you'll be fucking miserable.
Okay,
And
I
I've seen it
got
up
lost.
close.
So I got lost somewhere in
the
Greek fallopian
in the
tubes.
uterine canal.
What you're trying to say is
think I
that
just
you
oversaid.
heard
Yeah.
that perhaps there's much more to this than meets the eye,
100%.
and that the allegation of the fraud may, in fact, just perhaps be anger coming from the father, and that it really is just could be just a family business deal gone bad.
I think there's a lot of family bad feelings involved. Yes. I don't know whether they're involved in the fraud, but when a son says, I'm going to go shoot up my dad's restaurant, that's
Allegedly.
Yeah,
that's not, there's more to the story than just he feels like taking
It's just a one-off.
Yeah,
Just a
you know what?
one-off.
I woke up today thinking about shooting up my dad's restaurant.
Allegedly.
And allegedly. And Freddie Glusman, God bless him, he's an iconic guy in this town, but he's pushing 90.
Yeah.
And I don't think he's behind this as much as other people. So who knows? I'm just telling everybody, wait and see. Don't judge the thing too harshly. Wait and see, because you said it's an onion. There's layers to it, and it's a family business issues gone very, very badly.
Yeah.
And Piero's could end up becoming a casualty of this, which is, I know you love the food now,
Well,
allegedly.
Well, I love Pat. I love the people that run it. It's an iconic place in town, and
It's iconic.
Yeah,
yes.
exactly. I mean, I don't.
And it would be sad to lose.
Right, Bramàre, God bless it. It was a good try, but Piero's is part of the furniture here, and people depend on it, and it would be a very sad day if something were to happen to that.
Yeah,
restaurant.
I completely echo your original point of all of the employees, staff that woke up one day and were jobless. So that's the
Right.
tough part. But the good thing is there is a town filled with restaurants and bars
Right.
that need great talent. So
Anyway,
yeah.
let's just read everything with a jaundiced eye. And again, for the third time, if you're thinking of going into business with your family, don't. Okay, ever. Yeah.
Okay, what else?
Stay away from those Greek fallopian tubes.
Yeah. What did I say? Did I say
Uterine canal.
Uterine canal.
It's fine. Let's move
it's
on. I
all
don't think
part of the
anyone
same.
cares. No one is checking the anatomy right now. On other food news, you can actually use people. Le Café Vegas opened. Le Café du Vegas opened their third restaurant
on Spring Mountain Road, right,
Central.
at Valley View.
Le Café Central.
Oh, we did go. Food Gal and I went.
He doesn't even remember.
I forgot. I'm too busy obsessing about, my
Greek anatomy. Okay, just keep going about Le Café Central on Spring Mountain Road.
Well, let's just say it needs work.
It's new.
Brand new.
Brand
And
new. What was the decor like?
It's like Café du Sud
Okay.
and Café du Vegas. One's on Horizon Ridge, one's down in Southern Highlands, and very much the same menu. Very good baked products, very good on point French baked goods. We had a bunch of the cooked food, and it was just, let's say, they're just working out the kinks on the cooked food right now.
Okay.
So go there for the croissant, for the coffee, for the French pastries, and I think the galettes and the sandwiches and whatnot. They're just still. They're still in their shakedown cruise.
Okay. Question: do they do all their baking in the individual locations,
I don't
or is
think
there
so.
like some central?
I didn't ask David Gazzano, who David and Carmen own the place. I think they all do it one place and it ships
it out, yeah.
That would make. I don't think it makes sense to do it in each one, and I don't think the Spring Mountain Road one is large enough. It's a pretty small space there. Yeah.
Okay.
So anyway,
that's
cafe. What do they call Cafe Central? So it's a really nice idea, nice addition to non-Asian addition to Spring Mountain Road, right there at Spring Mountain and Valley View.
Okay. Cool.
Right. So so I have been places.
Look at you.
Yeah.
Bravo.
Yeah.
I've got no other news really. I'm thinking of no other food news.
Yeah, I said okay. Well, we this week the whole Bramàre Table 34 has sort of basically taken over the airwaves as far as restaurant news in town. And I don't think there's a lot else going on now, openings or anything right now.
No, I think we're kind of waiting on some things to happen at the Venetian and elsewhere. I don't know. All right.
Oh, I've got one.
Oh, good.
Oh, I meant to mention
See if
this
we
last
just
week.
linger long enough. Something will come to him.
Well, I'm sorry because I've been out of town and now.
He's jet
But while
lagged.
I'm out of town, I start watching an episode about Jose Andres and about his new Martha Stewart show. And my buddy Jose, who's been a superstar in the culinary world now for 15, 20 years, and in the story I saw on CBS Morning News, they just kind of folded in that Jose would now be backing away from involvement with the Jose Andres Food Group. Okay, and it was funny how they did this because they're talking about him and all his charitable works and all the stuff he's done and the impact he's had on both, his World Food Kitchen and the restaurants he's had. He's built up this empire, and he's a really well-known guy everywhere. But he said now he's starting this Hollywood show with Martha Stewart and more celebrity Tony Bourdain kind of stuff, and they didn't say backing away, but he wouldn't be as involved, and that's coded language for he's not going to be involved
sold
at all.
his name.
Yeah.
He
Well,
licensed
or
his
he's
name,
not
yeah.
going to be involved at all.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't, and again, I love Jose. I've known him for a long time, but I was in Europe, so I didn't have a chance to check it out with him. But I have a feeling the Jose Andres Food Group is not going to have Jose Andres doing much with it anymore. You're not going to see him, at the openings and showing up 2 or 3 times a year per the contracts like these chefs have to do. And that's just the price of fame, I guess.
Okay. Well, there we go.
So that's something I wanted to talk about before. So and we'll see if the quality suffers. I don't think it will.
Do we want to take a break, or do you want to just keep going?
I want to talk about. No.
What do you want to talk about, John?
No.
Is that
Nothing.
Yes on a break? Yeah. No, keep going?
nothing.
Okay, we're going to keep going.
Okay, let's just keep
No
going.
break. Let's just
I
plow
think
through.
we should plow through today.
Okay, so let's go to where I've been, because John already said where he's been. Casa de Raku. Love
Tell me-
that little place.
It's very expensive, though.
It wasn't crazy. It actually really wasn't. I don't know. Huh. I don't think. I remember looking at the bill, and it wasn't ridiculously expensive.
Okay, fine. I'm not.
I mean, for a Japanese sushi restaurant, I think I would spend more at Raku.
Yeah. So okay, I just remember being there with Fugal a couple times, and just the two of us, and I get a couple glasses of sherry, and suddenly the bill is $150. And I was like, okay,
Wow.
yeah.
That's what you
and,
were.
she doesn't drink at all.
You were probably ordering all the Jamon Iberico, the slivers,
Yeah.
and that's where they get you on that shit.
See, well, that's the whole point of
But that's where
going.
but that's where every Spanish restaurant's going to get you on that.
Except in Spain, where they give you giant platters of it for
Yeah.
$20.
But
Okay,
it's going to cost you a nice airfare. But
Uh-huh.
so I went to Casa de Raku. It was really great. Bring your own wine. The wine list is pretty minimal, and they have this really great like Wagyu hamburger thing. It's kind of like the meatloaf you wish your mom made. It comes out on a sizzling platter. It was so good. We were fighting over it. And then they do this foie gras tartine kind of thing with a like berry glaze, like cherry or something. I think we had ordered 3 rounds of it. It was incredible. So I really like that place. Small, don't need a reservation.
I like it because they have sherry. They have a sherry list, and you can get sherry by the glass, which most restaurants in America can't give away. But I like it, and that's about the only place you can find it.
Yeah. Oh, and they do this. They do their mussels with the like garlic, all of what come out, and then when you're done, you can turn it into a like a garlic bread baked dish. I think they call it a gratin, and you send back your leftover butter garlic juice, and they layer bread and cheese and broil it, and comes back, and it is. I think I'm still recovering from that food coma. It's
Sort
so
of like
good.
a Spanish Welsh rarebit.
I don't even know what that is.
You don't know what a Welsh rarebit is?
No.
Oh, it's melted cheese on bread. That's
Okay.
okay. That's
Sam, did you know
I'm surrounded by
what a Welsh
Philistines.
rabbit is?
I have not had a Welsh rabbit for a meal or for a pet.
Oh God! You see what I have to put up with?
Oh, now
folks?
you're gonna make it for me?
I'll make you a Welsh rarebit. Yeah. I make a
Rabbit?
really good.
Oh,
one.
I'm coming.
I'm in.
I'll bring a bottle of wine.
Well, okay. Fun food fact. So you two can actually learn something today.
Finally.
Okay. Is that it was originally called Welsh rabbit as they used melted cheese on toast as a substitution for when rabbit was a thing in Welsh countryside, when you would kill them, when you couldn't kill them, they would broil rabbits and cook them like regular stew meat and all that. When you couldn't get them, they just put this melted cheese on toast and sort of pretend it was a rabbit. So the Welsh rarebit was originally Welsh rabbit.
Okay.
Okay.
It's kind of like that.
It's just a play on words.
Tonato.
Yeah. It's exactly. It's just a play on words, and it's and when you get it, you melt the cheese with beer, and it's an ethereally great melted cheese sandwich.
Food gal is nodding in approval.
Yeah.
So,
She likes the one I
okay.
make. I make it with like a heavy stout or a heavy British beer. Yeah.
Okay, I'm in. Sold. Where else? Went to Mother Wolf. Sat at the bar with some friends. Really a great time. That restaurant has done a 180 in my mind. I remember when I first went, I was just kind of like, oversalted, unimpressed. But but you know what? The bar. I don't like the fuss of sitting in those restaurants, of like getting full service. I like sitting at the bar.
Well, you're an old barfly, so that helps. you
Yeah.
know.
But no, like some restaurants I like service, but Mother Wolf, for some reason, I think it's too much. Like it's
Sometimes you just want to drink and the food
And
and go. Yeah.
The waiters there are really theatrical. I mean,
Yeah.
they come to the table, oh my goodness, and here's the rundown. It's a lot.
yeah. So
But the bar's beautiful. Bar's beautiful.
Okay, I didn't know they were that theatrical. I didn't.
no, it's not even theatrical. It's just a production. It's like you've got 3 people probably working on your table. You've got a beverage person. You've got a
okay.
busser.
I
You've
get
got
it,
the
yeah.
waiter, and then you've got the wine person.
It seems
and
like
I'm
there's always a person showing up.
Yeah, and I'm
to
like,
do something.
I just want dinner.
Yeah, I just want to eat.
I just want to eat.
So you ate at the bar. What did you have?
We had the salad, very fresh. I forget which one it is, but it comes with little edible flowers on it. Really good, simple, mixed greens. Then we also did their meatballs, which are really good. They're not ground meatballs. They're shredded short rib croquettes almost with a red sauce. And then we did the Diavola pizza, which is really fun because it's thin. It's like cracker thin.
That Roman kind of crust that they
Yeah.
do. All right,
So
yeah.
really enjoyed that.
All right. Well, I'm sort of, I don't know. It's,
Oh, you hate the Fountain Blue. Yeah.
Fountain Blue is just just not on my. I'll go again. but and I do like Mother Wolf, but let's just say it's not the first hotel I think of if I have to endure an evening on the Strip.
I do like 3 hours locals free parking.
Oh well, helps.
there you
That
go.
helps. Okay.
Sam, Bar Boheme.
Bar Boheme, I finally had the duck, confit duck, and it was absolutely delightful. Everything you would love about duck, you would love about this dish. It was extraordinary. Took my daughter there for the first time, and Sherry, and we tackled the steak tartare. Their steak tartare might be my new favorite in town. It's a 10 out of 10. And my little Ava, who is a steak tartare aficionado, agreed.
There you go. I like what they've done with the escargot. They changed them.
Again?
No, just the one time,
Yeah.
but they're really good now.
Yeah, it's I'm interested. Well, we haven't been down in 3 weeks, and we'll get back there. I want to go back just for specific dishes now. I don't want to have the big, like you said at Mother Wolf. I don't want to do the whole production sometimes.
Yeah.
I just want to go in, have a glass of wine, maybe a thing to eat, rather than sit down and have 3 or 4 courses like we did the first few times we went there. So great. I'm glad to see Boheme's doing well. Burger crawl reminder. Okay, I think I want to just make a comment about our burger crawl that Sam mentioned last week, and this should be my pet peeve, but I guess as we were about to go on air here and start recording, I mean, we talked about the parking charges at some of these places, and Sam made mention of this last week just in passing, but I got to thinking that some of these places like Peter Luger, it's a $31 burger, but you're going to pay $30 to park. So your $31 burger is a $60 hamburger, okay? And Delmonico, I don't know how.
I don't think this is okay. Keep going.
No, just a second.
Yeah, I'm gonna let
This
you
is
go.
a legitimate peeve,
go.
okay? I mean, when you have to go, if you want to go to a restaurant and get a thing or just a couple of things, and you have to pay more to park than the actual thing you're eating is going to be. That's just beyond annoying. That's almost criminal extortion. Okay, and one thing you got to say about May Daly's and Nicco's in our top 4, you just drive up, park your car, whatever, and go in, eat, and you pay for that. That's all you're paying
Oscars.
for. Oscars has a secret.
Well, no, it's Oscars parking. Oscars is parking.
Yeah. And a lot of but some of these things like Bavette's, we paid through the nose to go to Bavette's. And so, I mean, when does a $30 burger cost you $60? When you eat it on the Strip. And I think that's just offensive to me.
Yeah, that's true. But I think that's true of every Strip meal. Like going to the Strip.
Didn't used to be. Until the greedy mofos that run all these casinos got a hold of it.
It's just a reminder to everyone that there is a parking tax on every bill that you get at these Strip restaurants. My point from it is, I wouldn't go out of my way for a lot of these steakhouse burgers on their own. Like, they're fun to cut in 4s and everyone try as part of a bigger meal. But really don't take on a $40 parking tab just to hunt out some of these
a
burgers.
$30 burger. Yeah, exactly. Because it's not, I mean, it's, on that, when you start getting into that price to value ratio, the things, the list of our favorites, gets skewed very quickly.
But top 4, we'll just go through price. Delmonico, $26. May Daly's, $28. Peter Luger, $31. And Nicco's at $52.
Yeah, Nicco's is, man.
Ouchie.
Well, the only one that cost more, I think, was Scotch 80, which was it's like $50. 49 or
4
something.
6s was up there, I think.
Yeah. And of course, your favorite, Emmett's, either $20 or $11.
$11 can't beat it.
Okay, so anyway, we will do that's one thing, folks, for the burger rundown. The 4 of us now have to go, the 3 of us have to go to 4 places and each burger and take a deep dive. And we have to do this like in the next few weeks.
Yeah,
okay?
I know.
Because I want to do it before the beginning of summer. I want to have this.
I agree.
We'll kick off the summer with our number 1 steakhouse burger.
I can't do it in the
Las
dead
Vegas.
of heat. I will die. Doing the croissant crawl in the dead heat of summer was brutal.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, quick comments, question. We won't get to all the questions, but Jed B, he emailed in saying because I met him at May Daly's a little over a week ago. He was there because of the pod, so he told us all, keep up the great work and the, all caps, great recommendations.
Well, thank you, Jed B.
Thank you, Jed B. We
for
appreciate
recognizing my brilliance, of course. You know, did he mention anybody but me?
The email was actually addressed Ash. I don't think, your name wasn't in there at all.
This is my crestfallen face.
Yeah, our dinner was fantastic. And I certainly understand why this is a regular stop for you, Ash.
Oh,
no John, no Sam.
You're strutting around here like a pregnant squaw. Okay.
Thank you, Jed. Glad you enjoyed your dinner. We'll get to some more of these. And fun fact, I don't have a pet peeve really this week, except obviously the people at Esther's are listening to our show because I went there for lunch yesterday. And when I checked in, the hostess said, "Where would you like to sit?" And asked me, "Is there a particular booth you want?" And I just started dying laughing. I would go, "Oh my gosh, I know what's going on here."
Oh, good.
And so I picked a booth, was there for a work lunch, picked a booth, and then chef came over and he's like, "Give you all the options and you pick this one?" And I was like, "Yeah, this is what I wanted. Thank you." But it was funny.
Good to see that we're having an impact.
Yeah, so that was fun. We love you, Esther's. Thank you for listening. Thank you for having good humor about it all.
Well, how come you didn't mention Joe Blows? Okay.
What was Joe Blows?
Joe Blows went from Chicago.
I said I wasn't going to be able to get through all of them. We're on a little bit of a time crunch,
Okay,
but we can go through Joe. Is it Joe B?
Joe, Joe.
He just adds the blow.
It's Joe Blows. No, via ETR. It's what it said on the. I'm looking at the message right here.
Okay, go.
Joe Blows. We're from Chicago, but our Clark County taxpayers. Thank you, Joe. And often eat out and often eat all the burgers and everything else in town. Big fans of the show. Wanted in Delmonico because my wife heard the pod last night and about the burgers. Fucking intimidating, man. Hey, Joe, this is a family show, Joe Blows. I'm the only one who's allowed to use profanity like that, okay? Anyway, had to change genders just so I could cut it up and eat it with a knife and fork. And that's a pretty funny comment.
That is a line. I'm
That is
stealing
so
that.
funny.
I'm
Yeah,
stealing that.
All the servers circled like the elephants and laughed. Pretty humiliating and yet understandable why this wound up where it did on your list. In other words, we were right again. Thank you, Joe, for confirming that, yes, Delmonico, to me, is the early favorite in our Burger Crawl 2025. But we'll see how they all stack up.
We've got a lot of work to do. We're going to do a fair, even single burger test to find the champion of the best steakhouse burger in Las Vegas.
Yes, and and did you read one of my guys on Facebook said, "No, they're not steakhouse if they're not cooked to a certain temperature."
Oh, because the smash burgers
yeah, they can't be a steak. I mean, come on,
to me, if they're using steakhouse quality meat, it's in.
And it's a steakhouse serving it. And let's admit it, folks, the prices are definitely not your fast food burger prices here, and we're just trying to determine which one is actually worth it.
All right. Well, we will get to the rest of the emails and comments on next week's show.
Okay.
Again, follow us on socials at Talk Repeat. I'm at Ash the Attorney. That's What's Right, Sam.
No more pet peeves?
You don't have one.
Well, you guys have not said anything. I've been talking about
We're
Greeks.
on time. We're on time.
All right, fine.
Your pet peeve is Greek businesses.
No,
like
just
family businesses.
Don't go. Don't do it.
You're at Eating Las Vegas on Twitter, at John Curtas on Instagram, eatinglv.com, being John Curtas.
Yeah.
Are you going to do a Italy post?
Yeah, I'll do
okay.
that. I got to write it, and those things don't write themselves. I'm going to do a whole thing about where to go eat in Italy, and we didn't even talk about it. I still haven't gotten to why Italy's better. Nobody cares. Nobody cares.
Everyone wants to know why America's better.
Yeah, okay.
That's what they want to know.
You're
so,
just a jingoist.
Okay. And again, we're out. Oh my God.
Xenophobia lives right here. Okay.
So again, please like, subscribe, leave us a review. All the hate mail, send it to John. He deserves it after today's show. And we will see you next week.
Good night, Canada.